You keep telling yourself, I'm doing the work, right? You're putting in the effort, showing up, grinding, pushing. Give yourself a big pat on the back because you didn't blow up on your wife today. You made it through the workday without a panic attack. You hit the gym once this week and suddenly you're on this fake ass motivational high, convincing yourself that you're a goddamn warrior. Let me tell you something that you probably don't want to hear. You're lying to yourself, man. You are flat out bullshitting your own brain. And deep down, you know it. You feel it. The little gnawing pit in your stomach that whispers, this isn't it. That's not doubt. That's truth. That's the real you calling bullshit on the way you've been acting. We think we are going hard. We think that we're pushing. But most of us haven't even scratched the surface. We're jerking ourselves off mentally with just enough effort to feel productive, but not enough to change a damn thing. You want raw truth? Most men are living inside a prison cell built from comfort, denial, ego. And then they decorated that cell like really nice with just enough money to not feel broke, just enough sex to not feel unwanted, just enough validation to not feel invisible. But it's a prison cell nonetheless. And the scariest part is you locked the door yourself. And now you're pretending that you don't have the key. So you show up to work, you grind through the day, you come home to a wife that you don't really talk to. You scroll your phone until your brain is numb. You jack off to porn like a teenager. And you drink just enough to take the edge off, but not enough to call it a problem. And then you fall asleep, dreading the next day. And then you tell yourself, I'm doing my best. Like, you call that your best? Really? You call that a life? That's not your best. That's just survival on autopilot with a tiny sprinkle of shame. And I get it. I'm not here to throw stones from some holy mountaintop. I used to be there. I lived there. I find myself there from time to time. That's what this whole video is about. I'm speaking to myself because I built my own cell brick by fucking brick. And I told myself that I'm crushing it because I was paying the bills. I'm keeping the lights on. And while my soul was rotting away inside my ribcage. And the thing is, there's always another level. That's what we don't get. Like, we hit a milestone and then we start jerking off emotionally to the idea that we made it. But there's always more to give. There's always another layer of a beast inside of you that hasn't been unleashed yet because you're too scared of what will happen when he shows up. Let me ask you this, guys. How long are you going to lie to yourself? How long are you going to settle for this neutered version of a man who tiptoes through life, trying not to feel too much, trying not to upset anyone, to not face his demons? Like, you call that mature? I call it cowardly. Yeah, you're a goddamn coward. Because here's what most guys don't want to admit. Doing the bare minimum while calling it maximum effort, that's one of the most dangerous addictions there is. And it's going to keep you comfortably stuck. Like, you're in your comfort zone with the heat turned up just enough to keep you lazy and just low enough to avoid real change. I don't know, guys. But hey, if any of this is resonating with you, I just want to mention that I realize not everyone can afford one-on-one coaching, which is why I created downloadable guides that you can grab for dirt cheap on my website. The link is down below, or go to theobstacleremover.com/store and pick up the tool that's going to help you start moving your life toward the man you know you were meant to become. Okay? So now let's get back into it, because you want to know if you're truly pushing yourself. Like, do you? Ask your wife. Ask your kids, not with your words, but with your presence. You think that they don't notice you checking out when things get heavy? You think that your kid doesn't feel that slight pullback every time they ask for your attention? And you give them like half of your focus because your head's spinning with bullshit you haven't dealt with? You think that your woman doesn't feel the distance when you're tired, stressed, not in the mood to talk every single fucking night? You're not fooling anyone. You've built this house of cards made of excuses, half-assed effort, and you're hoping no one sneezes too hard to knock it over. But life will. Life will blow that shit down eventually. And then what? Like, you're left holding the broken pieces of a life that you never fully showed up for. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your inner foundation. And for a lot of men, that foundation, it's made of sand, shame, repressed rage. You want to know why you explode over stupid shit? Why your kid spilling juice or your wife asking a question sends you into a spiral? Because you've been lying to yourself for so long that your nervous system is backed up like a sewer drain. And it all leaks out sideways. Anger, resentment, sarcasm, porn, alcohol, withdrawal, the cold shoulder, the long silences where you say nothing but scream everything. And you still think that you're putting in the work? Come on, man. You've avoided the real work by distracting yourself with fake hustle. You've confused busyness with purpose. You've been sprinting on a treadmill, calling it progress, when really you're just running from yourself. And deep down, you know that there's more for you. You know you've been holding yourself back, playing safe, dialing it in. You don't need me to tell you. You feel it every time you look in the mirror, and you hate the way that your own eyes look back at you. I know because I've been there. And this isn't about being perfect. This isn't about grinding till you drop. This is about alignment. This is about living a life where your actions match your potential, where your choices reflect your character, not your fears. It's about becoming the man your kid brags about and the man that your wife respects, not just tolerates. It's about stop playing the victim to your own patterns and owning your fucking story. Even the messy chapters, especially the messy chapters, because you cannot heal what you keep hiding, guy. You cannot grow in the dark, and you damn sure cannot lead a family, build a legacy, or feel peace while you're still pretending that showing up halfway is enough. It's not, and you know it. Listen, if this is landing, if you're hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth and you feel that stirring in your chest, like something's waking up that's been sleeping for years, I want you to pause this video, click the link in the description, and schedule a free call with me right now. This isn't about talking it out. This is about putting your ass on the line and saying no more. This is where the real shift starts. No judgment, no sugarcoating, just you and me and the truth that you've been avoiding. Let's rip the mask off together. But if you're not ready, that's cool. Just know every day that you stay in this loop is another day that your future self is going to look back on you with regret. Another day that your kid watches you settle and learns that this is what manhood looks like. Disconnected, numb, distracted. Another day that your wife silently wonders if she married the wrong man. Ouch, fuck. And that's the real cost. It's not money. It's not time. It's your legacy. And do you really think that you have time to figure this out? Okay. Rolling the dice, I guess. That's the biggest illusion of all time is how we have time. Time is a lying little bitch that whispers, later. Hear that? Let's do it later. And it's robbing you blind. You are not guaranteed another day to make things right. That conversation you've been avoiding, that pain you've been numbing, that dream you've been putting off until you feel ready, all of it is killing you slowly. Death by 1,000 comforts. Listen, I'm not here to motivate you. I don't even want to inspire you. I just want to rip down that damn curtain you've been hiding behind and show you that you're the man you're pretending to be. You're not fooling anyone. And the man that you really could be, he's out there. He's waiting. He's pissed. He's impatient. He's hungry, screaming at you to wake the fuck up. And at the end of the day, this isn't about effort. It's about honesty. That's it. I want you to ask yourself right now, am I really showing up? Or am I putting on a show? And if that hits you, good. That's the point. If you feel a little bit guilty, let that guilt rise. Let the shame come to the surface. Feel that shit. Own it. Because the only way out is through. But I promise you, on the other side of that pain is power. Listen, the life that you want to be living is on the work that you're avoiding. It's on the other side. And I want you to acknowledge that stirring that's inside of you. And not this big, glorious, roaring loud to prove shit to everyone. I'm talking about the kind of quiet, grounded strength that doesn't need to prove a damn thing because it knows who it is. You know who you are. You can become that man if you're willing to let go of the excuses. If you're willing to stop confusing survival with success. If you're willing to dig deep, feel that all of the shit that you've been avoiding, and finally commit not to being better for them, for anyone else, just being real for you. That's when everything shifts. So take advantage of that link down below. Schedule a call. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below and tell me what lie you've been telling yourself. Say it out loud, because freedom lives in the truth. And remember, this isn't about chasing perfection. It's about destroying your limitations. God, destroy your limitations, please, guys. Reclaim your strength. Not find it, not cultivate it, not build it. It's already in here. Reclaim it and go build your fucking legacy.